Hello. So today, you guys, is my orthodontist appointment, and it is August 30th. So today I'm going in and I'm having my braces taken off, and I'm so excited. Actually, excited is not even enough to describe how I feel. I'm quite a bit anxious. I am nervous, and I don't even know why. I think I got a little bit of separation anxiety going on because I'm just so scared that my teeth are going to shift. I do know that when I leave today, I'm going to be leaving with my retainers in place, so that's good. My appointment's at 1, it's 12:19. It's going to take me probably 30 minutes to get over there, and then they said expect to be there about 2 hours, so I should be out of there by 3. We'll see how that goes. This is what you see now, and yes, I am making the very best. I am taking the most out of today in these braces, and I did yesterday as well, wearing these retainers, or not retainers, elastics. I know once these braces are off, there's no turning back. So yeah, I'm wearing my elastics. I'm gonna take them off as soon as I get there though. And yeah, you guys, look at that. I got some wax there on the bottom bracket. It started up yesterday evening. That bracket there has been rubbing against the inside of my bottom lip, and I'm starting to get like a little sore there, and before it gets too bad, I was like, I better put some wax on there, because if I don't, whenever they go through and they're doing their pictures and things like that, it's probably going to make it sore. I don't hardly ever have to put wax on my braces. This is probably like the 3rd or maybe 4th time being in braces for the last 18 months that I've had to put wax on my brackets. In the beginning, I did because my gums weren't toughened up to the braces and all that. But I'm looking forward to getting these off. I know my teeth are going to feel really weird because, you know, I've not felt them in 18 months. I will update you guys as soon as I get out of here. So the braces are off. I'm sorry I did not get no footage. It was crazy, you guys. It is 3:55 and I just got out of there. The longest part of the process literally was waiting for the retainers. I got them in now. I do have a bonded retainer on the lower front 6. It's kind of hard to talk right now. I ended up getting the clear for the bottom 2 just to provide some extra security in case, you know, the bonded retainer was to break or crack and I didn't know it, and then my teeth started to shift, because they said that with a bonded retainer, they're actually very durable, but you know, things can happen just like they can with these clear retainers. The extra retainer down here. I think it was supposed to be an extra $150 because they went and talked to the correspondent and she said, yeah, it's an extra $150 per retainer. And I didn't end up having to pay for that. But I did pay the flat $300 to cover the bonded retainer on the bottom as well as the clear retainer on the top. I'm really pleased. I'm sad that I have finished up there and I am done with my braces experience, but you know what? I got some interesting stuff that I'm going to be sharing with you guys as far as like retainers and things like that go. I do plan to discuss more in depth with you there on that subject, as well as just, you know, hygiene and stuff. I got an appointment made to go have a good cleaning, which, you guys, my teeth, look how white they are. I have no white spots. My orthodontist told me that I was very compliant with everything, and that's why I was only in them for 18 months. And my teeth, with the fact that I had no wisdom, they're like, we cannot believe your teeth are as straight as they are, considering that you've got like 32 teeth in your mouth, you had no extractions. And I said, well, that was kind of my goal. I came into this not wanting any extractions, and guys, I got it. Obviously my bite is not really like this. I just got these new retainers in and I can't bite down all the way. But that will resolve itself over time. And I will show you guys a more close-up of the bonded retainer whenever I don't have this clear one in. I do have to wear these clear retainers for the first 2 weeks straight. And then just at night after that, I go back in 2 months, which will be in October, for a retainer recheck. I have to bring my retainers with me, and that's just to make sure that everything looks good with them and, you know, things aren't moving and shifting. You know, the teeth are in their positions where they were today whenever the braces come off. My teeth, I've tried photoshopping and stuff just to see if I could see what I would look like without them, and even though I have, you guys, it doesn't even compare. My orthodontist is like a perfectionist. They have 2 different orthodontists there now. One of the other orthodontists, he's a younger gentleman, and he's newer, and he's really good at what he does. He's very nice, he's very open and honest, he explains things in detail, he takes his time with you. He went in and he did the filing and everything. That was the main orthodontist. That was his favorite thing to do. So even though I already have my teeth filed, he came back in and he said, well, I want to see these teeth. Trying to decide if I'm in a straight lane or not. He said, I want to see these teeth before you mold her for the impressions, because he wanted to go back in and refile some stuff down because I had some normal wear and tear, you know, from where I had all the overcrowding and stuff. But the most unbearable experience of this was having not the brackets taken off, but the glue, and not so much the tops, but like right here, these teeth right here, they were just so sensitive. But that glue, it gets everywhere. I mean, there were chunks flying. Now I know why you got to wear the safety glasses when you're going in and having your braces removed. Even though I had these on, they said, go ahead and take those off and put our safety glasses on, because that stuff flies. One of the heartwarming things about going through a braces experience is being treated like you are royalty as a patient to the employees and the staff. Everybody, I mean, this office probably has like 20-something people that work in there handling all the patients, and everyone, not one not one staff or employee with reflections has ever given me a bad vibe, has never made me feel like I wasn't welcome, has never made me feel like I didn't matter, or that my treatment decision and plan wasn't taken seriously. Like, they're so sweet and generous. It is so bittersweet to leave them. I told them that today at the front desk, whenever I was scheduling for my retainer visit. I said, This is bittersweet. I really hate that I have to leave, but I'm sorry. You know, like it just really sucked. But you know, I'll be going back for retainer checkups and stuff. I just really love them over there. They're so fun, and they wear these earpieces, and you know, everybody's just having conversations and talking and carrying on. And, you know, just having a good time while I was having my X-rays done. The X-ray tech, you know, she was sitting there laughing, and I thought, did I do something? And she said, sorry, I've got this earpiece in and they're telling jokes. They're not making fun, but they're kind of laughing with one of their other employees. She had came into work and she had some very wrinkled scrubs. Her dryer quit working. She was late coming into work, and her iron didn't work, if I heard that right. And yeah, so when she came into work, everybody laughed because her scrubs were so wrinkled. But you know what? They all came together and they made her feel like it didn't matter, you know? And they provided her with some new scrubs. My orthodontist did explain to me, you know, that, you know, I was like the poster child. You know, it's very rare that you get all your teeth as straight as I have got mine and able to keep all of your teeth without any extractions. That made me feel really, really good because that was my goal going into this. And I know a lot of orthodontists are automatic with extractions, and some are, you know, let's see how things go. And that's how my orthodontist did. I know my orthodontist had my interests at heart, and he wanted me to make the right decision. I am so close to getting home and so excited to show my husband and my kids. So anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. Like I said, I'll be back on here to do a sit down video with you guys. It's so good. Food never tasted so good in my life when you don't have braces. Hi guys. Sorry, I'm trying a different spot here in my room today to do my video, and this is going to be just like my sit down talk about having the braces off and what it's been feeling like and anything that has been concerning. So it's now been 3 days since y'all seen my first clip in this video where I had my braces off, and this morning was a little different, and I'm sorry that I look like I do. I'm super tired today. I did not feel like doing, you know, the whole hair and makeup thing. We went to the lake yesterday for Labor Day weekend and went with some friends, and yeah, it was fun, and I'm just a little sunbeat today from it. I'm a little sunburnt, so. But I had fun. I actually, for the first time ever, swung off of a rope into the lake, and I went fairly higher than everybody else did and went beyond the boat and landed pretty hard. I'm one of those people that have to hold their nose to go underwater, and I literally had seconds from letting go of the rope to grabbing a hold of my nose, and it just wasn't enough time. So as soon as I grabbed my nose and I hit the water hit just so hard that it threw my hand off my nose and water just went all in me. So yeah, and then I lost my sandal, but it was fun. Despite recapping what happened at my braces appointment, because I know some of you might be a little disappointed because I didn't get no footage, but like I said in the beginning clip of this video, everything just went super fast. As soon as I got there, I had to sign in, and then I paid my $300 to cover for my retainers. It was $150 for the tops and $150 for the bottoms. The ones on the bottom was the bonded retainer. That's the one that my orthodontist wanted me to choose and go with, because those bottom teeth are going to be the first to move the quickest. And just the clear, I think they call it Essix retainer for the tops, which is very similar to Invisalign. When I got back, they popped off the brackets. I started on the tops first and then went to the bottom, and that there was a little uncomfortable hearing, because you're hearing all this crunching and it literally sounds like your teeth are just crushing apart. But it's just the glue coming apart from the brackets. Once she got all the brackets off, she had to use these like pliers and scrape the glue off of each tooth. That was even more uncomfortable, because I guess I didn't realize this, but when she was taking the glue off, she said, "You are really not liking this because your bottom jaw is just quivering." And I mean, I guess that makes sense because I was laying there every time she would go and scrape a tooth to get the glue off, I would get chills run down my arm. So that was a little uncomfortable. And I kind of expected that to happen anyways because in the beginning of my treatment, I had some brackets that were repositioned, and that was the same process. It did make my teeth feel a little bit rough doing it that way, but they did polish my teeth later on during that appointment, so that helped smooth everything out. One of the things that was concerning for me was the cap. Because whenever they were scraping the glue off, I did inform the lady that, you know, I do have a cap over here, you know, just so that she knows, so that she can be a little more careful, you know, getting the glue off. That way she doesn't like crack or break my cap. Because if that was to happen, I would have to get it replaced, and that would have been costly, which I don't think, if something happened and they did it and it did break or crack or something was to go wrong during the process of getting the glue and stuff off, I'm sure they would have covered the cost of that anyways. But before I got molded for the retainers, they realized they left a bracket on my back tooth. Guys, I've got so many teeth. I had 32 teeth, okay? Now, all but 4 were not bracketed. So, if that's a word, bracketed. Did not have the brackets on them, and it was an upper molar, my very last one up here. And I actually didn't even realize it myself. I didn't feel it, so I had no idea until she was going in and getting the glue off, and then she realized, oh, we forgot a bracket. And I told her, I said, well, I was just trying to bring a souvenir home. But no, it was a very relaxful process. They definitely make you feel comfortable. I will warn you, when the glue is being taken off, you got chunks of glue, hard, dried up glue that is just flying all over the place. I had glue all over me. The lady taking the glue off of me had it all over her. She said, yeah, when I go home, I'm going to have glue in my hair. I guarantee it. It was a mess. It was all over my shirt. I had to stand up and brush it all off, and then she had to change out my bib and put a clean one on. I'll say it wasn't intolerable, but it wasn't easy to overcome the scratching sounds on your teeth with these pliers and things, you know, scraping all the glue off, but it wasn't too bad. So it took about 20 minutes to get the brackets off and another 20 minutes to get the glue off. So there I was already in that chair for 40 minutes just removing all the stuff. Soon as my braces were off and she got all the glue off, we took a little break and went to the restroom, and of course I couldn't resist looking in the mirror. As soon as she got them off though, I kind of cheated, and you know the safety glasses that they have you wear, I actually looked at my teeth through the reflection of the safety glasses, and they're orange, so you can get a pretty good view, you know, it's tinted so you can actually see yourself pretty well. As soon as I seen my teeth, you guys, oh my gosh, like, are these really my teeth? I was in such disbelief that, you know, you don't really see the true beauty of your teeth when they're crowded and stuff. And I'm so glad that I did this, even though my teeth weren't too terribly crooked and overcrowded. But, like, there's so much more of my teeth that I see that I didn't see before. So, braces really helped bring out the true beauty of my teeth and, like, the shape and the structure of them. And I never realized how much I actually took after my dad when it comes to the shape of your teeth, because my dad had really big teeth, and I've actually got a picture I'll have to include here to show you. When I got back in the chair and she put a clean towel on me and stuff, I noticed that when she was asking me questions that I was talking really differently, because I was so used to having pressure applied to upper and lower teeth that whenever all that was removed, it felt like everything was like loose again and just kind of dangling there. My teeth didn't hurt. There was no pain or anything. Now there was a little bit of discomfort taking the glue off of these lower teeth, which is always the most sensitive area. As long as they're putting pressure like that and getting it off like this, you don't feel the intensity of it as bad. Definitely mention if you're feeling discomfort, just ask them, can you apply a little bit of pressure behind my teeth when you're doing that, because it really does help and it makes a huge difference. My teeth felt so smooth. As soon as the braces came off, I just couldn't stop. you know, feeling them because I haven't felt my teeth in so long. As soon as I got out of the bathroom back in the chair, the orthodontist came in, and they've got a new orthodontist, and it was him that had came in, and he actually answered my questions as far as the pros and cons on the bonded retainer, because I was concerned that only with it being applied to the front 6 teeth here that the back molars could shift, and they said anything past this cuspid here, all these teeth right in here have locked positions already in place, and those teeth do not ever move. Now these from here on over here, these don't, and these can move so easily. The situation with the bonded retainer, I explained to him that I was a little afraid that something could happen and it could break on me, and immediately what if I can't get in because they're closed, or you know, it's a holiday, whatever the case might be. I might be, you know, in another state or something, because I am going on a trip to Florida in October. You know, what if something were to happen, you know, knock on wood that nothing does happen, but I said, what if something was to happen and I can't get into the orthodontist? And they said, yeah, if something like that happens, you definitely have to get into an orthodontist ASAP so that they can get it fixed. And I keep looking at myself in the camera, so I'm sorry, you guys, that I'm not looking at you. I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna focus, but I keep looking at my teeth. It's so crazy. All right, so anyways, I explained to him how I would like to have a plan B, because I didn't discuss this with him like I did my original orthodontist, how I wanted to have backup, and I wanted to have an extra retainer for the bottoms to go over my teeth to help in case something was to happen to the bonded retainer. And he agreed and said that, yeah, that's definitely a smart decision. We will definitely consider it whenever you get back. They went and they spoke to the consultant, and I would have had to pay, let's see, an extra $150 to get another retainer for the bottoms. I told him, I said, that's fine. I said, I won't be able to do it today because I already paid $300, but I can definitely come back in the next week or two and pay that $150. And if they wanted to go ahead and wait to mold me for it, then that's fine, or, you know, whatever it is that they choose to do. And he said, well, what we'll go ahead and do is we'll mold you for the retainers today. He said it'll just take a little bit longer, but we'll go ahead and mold you for those today. And I said, okay, that'll be fine. So I left it at that, and the lady, she ended up going on ahead and putting the bonded retainer in down at the bottom, which let me show you guys real quick because it's hard to see with the clear retainer in. It's getting easier and easier to take off, you guys. There it is right there. And basically that there is just, try to sit this here, that is just a flexible piece of wire that is kind of coiled a little bit. What she did is she measured my teeth back here to see how much of it she needed to cut, because it literally came off like a spool. And so she cut it and measured and glued it to each tooth, leaving space in between the teeth so that I can floss as I would with floss threaders having braces. So I did not get to escape the floss threaders, you guys. That kind of sucks. But I don't mind it because it's only 6 teeth that I gotta go in between versus all uppers and lowers. It's really no different than having the braces on. It is a little bit tighter and trickier, but you just have to have the right kind of floss threaders to get in there. But I do feel a little more security having that there, because I really do not want these teeth shifting. They went on ahead and molded me for the uppers and the lowers, and they ended up having to use their biggest trays that they have because I have such a wide arch and my teeth go so far back. The molding process was not bad. I know a lot of people don't like it. They say it makes them gag and stuff like that, and it really didn't make me gag or anything. That actually went pretty smoothly. The whole texture of the mold wasn't bad. It felt just kind of like silly putty in a way, and it actually had a very cold minty texture and flavor to it. She did tell me that they do have where they can flavor it like strawberry or, you know, whatever, but it's gonna have that mintiness to it, which is gonna be really awkward, like a strawberry mint. So I was like, yeah, I'm not even gonna ask for any of that special stuff. Just do what you gotta do. It don't matter. It only lasts for a minute anyways. So it took a minute on the top. She did the tops first, and it took a minute for it to adhere to the teeth and kind of harden and get my shape of my teeth and everything in the mold. And then she took that out, and then she went and she did the bottoms. The stuff, if you get it on your chin or your face, it comes off really, really easily. She actually gave me a mirror and a wet paper towel to get it off, and it kind of just peels right off like a face mask. So it doesn't make too terrible of a mess, and it's not too bad of a flavor, I'll say. It's not bad at all, really. Before she molded my teeth for the retainers, my original orthodontist came in, and he actually wanted to overlook what the other orthodontist did, because he also shaped and filed down some of my teeth. So he ended up going over and fixing some areas that he wanted to. He said it's like his specialty. That's like his favorite thing to do whenever it comes to his practice, is he loves to shape people's teeth. And he said he really wanted to focus like in between, you know, these areas, you know, make sure that everything is kind of curved just like it needs to be. That there took about 20 minutes. When I was getting bonded for the retainer, that there was an additional 30 minutes because it took a little while to get the glue to dry to each tooth. That wasn't too bad. Getting a bonded retainer really doesn't feel any different than getting brackets put on your teeth. So it's a very simple and easy process, a little time consuming, but it's not too bad. After I finished with all of that, I ended up doing x-rays last before I was given my retainers. I did two different types of x-rays. I had one where I had to go up in the machine and I had to bite the piece and put my tongue at the roof of my mouth, and this thing went all around your head. And then I went and I did another one where these things go in your ears, and I guess it just takes images around your jawline. So that there lasted maybe 15 minutes for the x-rays and all that good stuff, because I also ended up, after doing that, I had to have actual physical pictures done, just so that they can, you know, journal everything on their patients and see their before and their afters, which I got to see and was a lot of fun to get to see, because I really didn't realize my teeth were as bad as they were until after I got out of the braces, and I'm seeing these end results. I'm like, wow. So yeah, I'm not looking at y'all again. I know. I'm a horrible vlogger. Okay, so anyways, they ended up doing the pictures, and I got to take some looks at them, and I couldn't believe it. Some of the x-rays that they took was like a front profile view of me not smiling, and then I was able to smile in the second one. And then they did one from a side profile where I didn't smile, I had to tuck my hair behind my ear. That there is to see like how the jawline has shaped differently, changed, you know, any which was actually interesting because mine has. I really didn't expect it to, but it did. It really fixes the whole profile of your face whenever you get your teeth straightened, and that's pretty cool. Whenever I was having my pictures done where they put a mirror in my mouth to take a picture so that they could get like that view and down there, the lady, she said, "Oh my goodness, you've got wisdom teeth back there." I said, yeah, that was my goal, was to go through this whole treatment without having any extractions. And then my orthodontist said, yeah, you were kind of like the poster child, if you will. I was borderline, he said, but I was there, and I was able to actually get all of my teeth straightened, because that was what they said. They couldn't believe how straight my teeth were, considering I had no teeth pulled and I actually had the room for them. That was pretty amazing. So yes, you can have your teeth straightened without having any extractions. You just have to be within those guidelines, like your whole structure of your mouth, your jawline, the way your teeth are, you know, to begin with. It all really just depends. And 6 months in, you should know whether or not you should have to have any extractions or not. That was how long I waited. My orthodontist said, you know, we can do more with your teeth. You know, we can pull them back more, you know, if we do extractions, but it's totally up to you. You have the room to be able to straighten your teeth out. They're already showing an increased amount of progress. So he told me, you know, go ahead and keep them if I want. I wanted to do it as less invasive as possible, and I really wanted to show you all that it can be done. It can be done. I ended up having to wait on my retainers for approximately 30 minutes. That was probably the longest part of sitting around in the office was waiting on my retainers. I also got to pick out the color of retainer case that I wanted, and the lady also came in and she explained to me, you know, the importance of wearing your retainers and all that good stuff, which I was already well aware of, but she ended up giving me some paperwork on it anyways. This basically talks about the types of retainers. So here you can see in this picture a bonded retainer, a picture of one, and then this here, which is what I have. And then this here I don't have. This here is an acrylic retainer, well, or a holly retainer is what they call them, but they're made with a special type of acrylic. I don't think I would like one of those because it just looks like it would probably gag me, because it goes, you know, a pretty good amount up there in the roof of your mouth. But I'm really pleased with what I was given, and you know, overall I think I ended up paying a grand total of $4,667, and that's including, you know, the x-rays, the pictures, the retainers, the whole 9 yards. My monthly payments, my down payment, really not that bad considering I had ceramic braces on top and the metal on the bottom. While I was waiting for my retainers, I was asked if I wanted some goodies, and I was like, oh, what kind of goodies you got? And so they have a candy bar, and within their candy bar they've also got like toothpaste, toothbrushes, floss, you know, all that good stuff. Basically their candy bar consists of all the things that you can't have when you have braces. So that was actually really exciting and a lot of fun to get to pick and choose from. So I got some gum, I got some Slim Jims, I got some gummy bears. They had popcorn, they had peanuts, they had all kinds of yummy goodness. I ended up getting a goodie bag, and of course my kids already helped me eat some of it, and I was able to fill this bag up with all I wanted. So I ended up, like I said, I did get me a new toothbrush because I needed one, and I love their toothbrushes. These are the best. They had this toothpaste, which I have not used yet. This is the Crest 3D White, and I'm going to be putting that in my little carry bag that I'm going to keep with me in my purse, because I've already over the weekend had to pop retainers out, and I've had to brush my teeth while going down the road with a water bottle, and clean my retainers and stuff. I also got some floss here, which is actually some pretty good floss. I like satin floss. I recommend satin floss 100%. I do not recommend anything waxy when you're going through ortho treatment, because it shreds and it tears apart. I was also given a form to have a follow-up with my dentist to go ahead and get a exam, a prophy, and a fluoride cleaning. So this right here, which I'm already scheduled for a cleaning in October. I go to my cleanings every 6 months. So I'm looking forward to that appointment. I have people ask me on here if I'm going to get a professional whitening done. Guys, should I? My teeth are so white. I'm amazed. I use Colgate Optic White once. I was using it all the time, but I had to stop because I realized that that I was getting cavities, and the Colgate Optic White only focuses on whitening your teeth, not so much cavities and gingivitis and that sort of thing. So I started using Colgate Sensitive, which has like a tartar control, plaque control, controls gingivitis, cavities, you know, and it also has a whitener in it as well. So I've been using that in the mornings, and then the Colgate Optic White at night. So let me show you guys my retainers. I will say, oh, they hurt. Ah, they hurt so bad coming out. More so these uppers, like all right in here, they hurt. My teeth are still sensitive. When I take the retainers out, when I first put them in, I was like, whoa, that is tight, which is a good thing. And when I take them out, my teeth feel loose. And actually, believe it or not, if I take my finger and I go like this, and I push on my top teeth, I can feel them moving and wiggling. So they're really loose. One of the great things that I'm really happy with is I do not have any white spots. That was one of the first questions I asked was, do I have any white spots when the braces came off? And I feel like I still talk a little, like a little differently when I take the retainers out, because my teeth, they just feel loose. But they said, no, you did a really excellent job at keeping your teeth clean. We are just amazed at how well your oral hygiene looks getting your braces off, because I had nothing. And that was the one thing with a bonded retainer. If you have like plaque built up back behind your lower teeth, they will not put a bonded retainer in. They will actually probably go ahead and just mold you for these clear ones, and then have you go to your dentist and have a good cleaning and then come back to be fit for the bonded retainer, because they cannot put a bonded retainer in if you got plaque built up, because it's not good health. Here are my teeth. Sorry if it's so bright. Actually, let me turn that off. Maybe this might help. See how white they are though? Like, I don't think I need a professional whitening. Now you can see I got my wisdoms back there. Yes, they are out of alignment because those were not attached to braces. They're just kind of free-flowing back there, but they're stuck in their positions. They're not going anywhere unless I decide to have them pulled, so they're not really too concerning right now. And I also had the blue, what do they call them, the bumpers. I had those taken off my teeth as well. That was an easy process. He just used a little file drill, and those were off in like 5 minutes. I was worried that it was going to be uncomfortable because they were over, they were over some of my fillings, and you know, when you got silver fillings, those silver fillings can be sensitive sometimes, but they weren't. I didn't feel a thing. It went so smooth. This right here, my midline, I was concerned that it would start shifting, and this morning when I woke up it looked like it was like over a little bit, but I think it's all right. Here is my retainer case that I got to pick from. They had so many different ones, it was hard to choose, but this here is in Twilight, and I thought it was really cute. It just has my ortho's info on top, and then on the bottom there's a little sticker where if someone finds this, then you need to return it to the owner. I'm going to do a separate video showing you guys how I clean my retainers and the advice that I was given upon cleaning retainers and having this bonded retainer, because I know some of you might be wondering, well, how does the bonded retainer work? You know, how do you keep that area clean and this and that? So I will do a separate video showing you guys that, so stay tuned for that video. Let's go ahead and pop these in because I don't need to leave them out. I got to wear them for 2 weeks straight and then only at night after that, but I'm probably going to be a little more religious with it than that. So let's do the bottoms first. And I have to be careful doing this because it goes back so far that sometimes I've almost pinched my cheek putting these suckers in. So you just line it up at the center. You start in here first and then you, like that. Pops right in. And then I do my uppers. I got my cheek over there. But yeah, it should just snap right into place. I do have a little bit of a lisp wearing them, but it's not going to last forever. When I actually first had these put in, my bite wasn't even like this. Like, that's obviously not my bite, my normal bite, because there's some thickness in between the uppers and lowers with these retainers, but it was kind of raised like this. There was a gap, but it's starting to settle now, and that's also helping my lisp as well. Thank you all so much for following along with me on this journey wearing braces. It's been amazing. I love the fact that you guys have supported me so well with this. I really just want to raise awareness and explain to you guys that, you know, if you're an adult watching, you're never too old to get braces. Don't ever feel held back that you're just too old for them, because that's what a lot of people feel as an adult. Ready for a giveaway? I've got everybody's names in a basket, and so I'm going to draw out one lucky winner that is going to win that beautiful jewelry armoire that I've been promising you guys about. I still got codes to get that armoire for 50% off, so if you are interested, definitely shoot me a message and I will send you a code so that you can score one of those armoires for as cheap as 60 bucks, you guys. The winner will have 48 hours to contact me by sending me your email address so that I can send that over to the company so that they can then send you the information so that you can claim your prize. Alright, so we got everybody's names in here. And I'm going to let my daughter pick one of these out. See who the lucky winner is. And I got one trying to Slip away. Can't have none of that. Alright, stick it in there. Put it in. Alright. Okay. Alright, so Lily, what I want you to do, close your eyes and turn your head. Alright, reach in and grab one. Okay, open it up. Let's see, who do we have? We've got Mommy's Blessing 5. Congratulations. Please message me with your email address so that I can send that over to the company. Thank you all for entering in that giveaway. I look forward to my next update with you guys. I'm going to explain to you about the retainers and how I clean them and just how things have been going with being out of braces. So thank you all for watching, and congratulations to the winner for the jewelry armoire. Please contact me with your information so that I can send that over to the company so that they can reach out to you to send you your prize. Thank you all for supporting me on this journey. You've been amazing. You've been great. Don't stop watching. I've got amazing product reviews and giveaways coming up for you all here on my channel. So make sure if you're new, click that subscribe button. Make sure you also click that bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video so you don't miss out. And I will talk to you guys all here soon. Bye.